Welcome to ClarityGrit, where we break down the psychology of growth, confidence, and self-respect. Let's talk about something that silently destroys focus, energy, and purpose: lust. It's not just about physical desire. It's about control. It's about allowing something temporary to control your mind, your habits, and even your sense of self. Here's the truth: lust is not evil by itself. It's natural. It's part of being human. However, when you allow it to guide you instead of taking control, it begins to undermine your self-assurance and strength. You know that moment when your mind feels trapped in a loop of temptation, when you promise yourself never again, but a few hours later, you're back to the same place. That's not weakness. That's what happens when your brain is wired for instant pleasure and you keep feeding it. So today, let's break it down. Let's talk about how to control unwanted lust and take back the discipline that's been slipping away from you quietly. The first thing you need to understand is this: lust grows in silence. It feeds on boredom, isolation, and idleness. When you have nothing meaningful to do, your mind starts craving quick hits of pleasure: scrolling, staring, imagining, repeating. You might tell yourself it's harmless, but every time you give in, you train your brain to seek reward without effort. Imagine this: you spend hours chasing temporary pleasure, and afterward, you feel empty, guilty, and motivated. That's not an accident. That's your brain punishing you for doing something that gave you pleasure without purpose. Because deep down, you know you want more than that. So the first rule is simple. Don't fight lust in the dark, starve it in the light. Stay busy. Stay challenged. Fill your mind with something that demands focus and effort. The more time you give to your goals, the less energy lust has to control you. The second point: control the triggers before they control you. You can't expect to resist temptation while living inside it. If you're constantly consuming things that fuel your desire, images, videos, posts, your brain doesn't stand a chance. You don't overcome lust by having stronger willpower. You overcome it by cutting off the supply. Because lust is like fire, it only burns if you keep feeding it. So look at your environment. What apps, shows, or habits keep pulling you back into that loop? Be honest. Because if you don't protect your mind, no one else will. And here's the truth: deleting a few things, setting boundaries, or walking away from certain conversations doesn't make you weak. It makes you aware. Strong people don't trust their urges. They structure their environment to make self-control easier. The third point: replace the habit. Don't just resist it. You can't erase lust by saying, "Don't think about it." That's like telling your brain not to imagine a red apple. It immediately does. Instead, redirect the energy. Lust is raw energy, and energy can be transformed. When you feel that urge, don't waste it, use it. Channel it into working out, writing, learning, or creating something that excites you. Every time you turn lust into progress, you build discipline. And discipline feels far better than any short-term pleasure ever could. Think of it like this: the same fire that burns can also forge steel. It's not about killing the desire. It's about mastering where that desire goes. And the fourth one: remember who you want to become. When lust hits, it's not just about a moment of weakness. It's a test of direction. Do you want to be the person who's controlled by urges, or the one who controls them? Every decision rewires you a little. Every time you say no to something easy, you say yes to your future self. That's how you grow stronger, not overnight, but one decision at a time. Because here's the truth: you can't build a strong mind while being a slave to your impulses. Control over lust isn't about denying pleasure. It's about choosing power over addiction, peace over guilt, purpose over emptiness. So let's bring it together. Lust loses its power the moment you stop feeding it with time, energy, and attention. Keep your life full of purpose, protect your environment, redirect your energy, and remember, every small act of discipline is a victory. Strength isn't about feeling nothing. It's about feeling everything and still choosing what's right. If this video spoke to you, take a moment before you scroll. Comment below what habit or mindset you're ready to take control of. Hit the like button if it opened your eyes, and subscribe for more honest talks about psychology, confidence, and self-mastery. This is ClarityGrit. Stay strong, stay clear, and keep growing.